know there have been unusual occurrences all over the world.
These were taken by one of our spy satellites 3 days ago.
We need a way to locate and intercept that object.
What is it?
We were hoping you could tell us.
It's here.
That's bad.
That's really bad.
We have to destroy this thing.
You said you weren't the one trying to destroy our world. Then who is? Look, I'm trying to help you. But in order to do that, you have to tell me the truth. Please.
All that you know is at an end. It is known by many names. My people called it Galactus, the devourer of worlds. It must feed on energy to survive, both thermal and organic.
Could you stop the destroyer if you wanted to?
It is not I who draws the destroyer here. It is the one I serve.
Who do you serve?
Take joy in the last few hours you have left, for he is nearly here.
Yahshua.
In the morning light, take my hand, it'll be alright. Come on, save your soul tonight. Thunder all through the night. Promise to see
Yahshua.
in the morning light. Take my hand, it'll be alright. Come on, save your soul tonight.
Semayawut kimuksimi dar kisen awal tahun dan kamu ni kedua nama nara seluruh tahun dan sekat telah semayawut kau mana wana ikat atau semua mana untuk miyuk ikat kang ni makong ni tahun itu nertu ukir yang lain nasun ni mana narunangit ini kan mana ujuk narunangit tu kau yang mana tu Untung ada orang nak okton sahur atau tai semuanya orang. Kami melarang keluar rumah karena ujian adalah tersidak. Kalau itu belum sebagai orang mana karena di juga si melarang tersidak. Kabar temangan teman ini rumah karena juga si melarang tersidak. Tak mengalah kasuhu kami. Macam orang keluar lagi, awal waktu itu kisah eba kita doktor sebelum mengatakan namun eba ubaruni tahu tahu ubur sebelum mengatakan tahu ubur sebelum mengatakan namun isu mengatakan tu eba kita nak kau sekali berlari katakan sekali sila
nunak yobut kijak lup kalangan si naligala ciumat kangen lalu nomga akaunga syukui ngita kakijane kawi si penyunga sekenak apa gua nanu bulik mau nga Kau meanu ni pekatalak si manggalungat. Nuna nulak yang pertana. Hinaligala si malak siluhu. Mau nga daw ya mutsa nga tak kasi mulak di sakin.
Tamak ko aji yung nagtangin. Ikong magdun iman na wala ko sa mayakarwa. Ay man na yung nagsa. Amma ang kawala ko sa mga nagsa. Ama marwa sa mga kuta. Tamak ko upto yan. Amma kanoy di batik sa malagak. Sida kanoy di batik. Dano na kanoy di batik.
A frog is a cold-blooded animal, and humans are warm-blooded, so our body burns energy or perspires to maintain the same 98.6 degrees. The cold-blooded frog's body temperature goes up and down with the temperature of its surroundings.
If a frog jumps into a pot of boiling water, it jumps right out again because it senses the danger. But the very same frog, if it jumps into a pot of lukewarm water that is slowly brought to a boil, will just sit there and it won't move. It'll just sit there even as the temperature continues to go up and up. It'll stay there until
Remember that object that Constantine saw? It was claimed to be a cross in the sky.
Yes.
Constantine was a sun worshiper. This is the deity of the sun, and this is the object that he saw coming around the sun. This is called the old fiery dragon of old, you know.
In September, a pair of space weather balloons were launched from opposite sides of the United States to measure cosmic rays in the atmosphere. During the flights, a spherical camera captured unique images of Earth from the stratosphere. This fully interactive and spinnable and zoomable view of the Atlantic coast from an altitude of 108,000 feet reveals something quite striking. As the sun comes into view, you will notice that there are disk rings around the sun. Now, why is this observation that important? Because what you are viewing here portends that something very large is lurking at some distance behind the sun. And that is definitely something that is disconcerting, or something that should certainly raise some red flags.
That's as close as I can get. Now let's go see Venus again. Venus is right. It'll come down. It's above this pole right here. Right there.
Eerie sound piercing the air all night long. Some saying it sounds similar to Godzilla's roar. But is it really a monster terrorizing our community? Or is it a monster that eats up snow? A Spokane County Roads employee says not likely. They weren't working that long overnight, and plows don't make that kind of noise.
And one of the interesting things to contemplate here is the ancient cultures, as we read, the ancient pagan cultures, were terrified of the planet Mars. Why were these ancient cultures, who had less, sophistication than we have, less interest in space, and we think of mass.
Why were they obsessed by it?
They were obsessed. They, in fact, really terrified. They had priesthoods. They had whole rites that were organized. And one of the reasons we discover is apparently, there's evidence that the planet Mars interfered in their lives on a periodic basis, so much so as to destroy cities and so forth.
I cannot tell you who I am, or how I was able to obtain the photos. All I can say for now is that these photos are very real. These objects are heading towards us, and they will become visible to every human on Earth within the next couple of years. This is a matter of national security, and the governments of the world are trying their best to prevent global panic. They are also trying their best on how to deal with this unavoidable event.
Scream in terror, for the day of the Lord has arrived. The time for the Almighty to destroy. Every arm is paralyzed with fear. Every heart melts, and people are terrified. Pangs of anguish grip them like those of a woman in labor. They look helplessly at one another, their faces aflame with fear. For see, the day of the Lord is coming, the terrible day of his fury and fierce anger. The land will be made desolate, and all the sinners destroyed with it.
I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder,
Come and see!
Then everyone, the kings of the earth, the rulers, the generals, the wealthy, the powerful, and every slave and free person, all hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains. And they cried to the mountains and rocks,
Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come. Who can withstand it? Everything they built will fall, and from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one. Goddamn America! Goddamn America! Goddamn America!
I saw the end of the world. I could feel all this death.
Thunder all through the night. Promise to see
Yahshua
in the morning light. Take my hand.